Tubers, say hello to Tux. He's my kitty. He's a little curious at what I'm doing. Yeah. Ain't you, Tux? Oh, yeah. That's my kitty cat. His name's Tux. I had to let you know my channel's going to be going kaboom. I got some, a kit here. Show you all. This is an accessory kit for the GoPro. It's got a head mount. Yeah, buddy, this is the one I'm going to be using to drive an RC so I can record everything. Oh, yeah. We got a head mount. We got this weird thing. I guess this is to hold it, I guess. I guess it's some kind of selfie stick, but comes with this selfie stick. So what's that? I don't really understand what that is even for, but then it's got this chest mount so you can put the GoPro on your chest. It's got a bunch of these little tabs that are made to like adhere to things so you can mount the GoPro, which I think I'm going to be mounting the GoPro to the Radix, the buggy, and giving you guys a one-on-one first-person video of the Radix going around like a crazy car it is. Right? We got, this is a suction cup mount. Hold the GoPro. Still really haven't figured out much of what this stuff is really for, but we'll get there. We'll get there. This is a tool for tightening up the little holder. We got a clamp for like clamping onto, like if you're wearing a hat. I guess you can clip it on your hat. You can clip it onto anything. I guess it's flat. Get a clip. We get a mount. We got another mount. It's like a wrist strap mount or something like that. No, this is not. I don't know what this is for. It's a strap onto something, whatever. I don't know. We got this one here for put on like your handlebar of your bicycle or motorcycle or whatever. Yeah, we got quite a few things here. Channel's going to be doing some pretty neat videos in the near future. I can't wait to try these out. Hopefully it's going to be nice out Saturday or even Friday evening. Maybe I can make a quick video Friday evening. I've been experimenting with video editors, and editing on my phone is kind of difficult. I don't own a computer. So I have this Amazon tablet. I'm going to try to use this tablet. I got to experiment with video editors and see which ones are easy to use and not a pain in the butt and all that. But yeah, so I got this accessory kit. And it's got straps, and I don't even know what this thing is. It's got little round adhesive things that goes on it, but I'm like, what is this for? I don't really get what this is even for, but it doesn't come with any instructions. But for $30 for all this stuff to mount the GoPro, you can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong. It's really the head mount that I wanted. And the camera is sitting on a three-legged little tiny tripod thing with bendable legs. This is pretty cool. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys what I got and how my channel is going to be changing. Because it's definitely going to be changing. Yeah, buddy. You even got to meet Tux. How about them potatoes, huh? Because I can't... It kind of zips together. Of course, I got to try and figure out... It's got all these little pockets in here. And what's supposed to go in these pockets? I have no idea. I don't know. And it came with these little things. I'm not sure what they are. I guess they're little adhesive tabs. It's pretty adhesive, but I'm not really positive. I don't know what they are for. I don't know what they are. We'll figure it out eventually. All of us together, right? We're in this together. All these little doohickeys. These little doohickeys. So I look at the shapes and I'm like, I don't know what goes in here. I don't know. I don't really understand what goes in there, but we'll figure it out eventually. Right? I guess. Yeah, buddy. So, this is my kit for my GoPro. We're going to be making some awesome bashing videos. I know everyone's dying to see the Chronos do backflips. And, see, you know, I'm going to call it the Armor Killer. Because I think it's going to be way better than the Armor Creighton. For the money that it costs, yeah, I think it's a Creighton Killer. Let's say you got, I got a quick run 150 amp ESC in it, which is like it's not an expensive ESC. It's only like 80, 85 bucks, right? And I got a motor in it that's an old Arm Italian motor. You can get a 6S motor for about 80 bucks, right? So that's $160 plus the truck was $460. So that's $560, $620. So that's $620 in it. Then you add the then you add the servo. I just got a $37 servo with 45 kilograms of torque. That's quite a bit of torque for a little servo for $37. Called 9iMod from eBay. If you look on eBay for 9iMod, if you type in cheap RC steering servo, cheap RC servo, you'll come up with these black. They're black. They're 9iMod it's called. That's the name of the company. And they produce, it's from China. 25 kilogram, 35, and 45. I got the 45 one, the biggest one, because I wanted the torque for the big. Hey tubers. I figured I'd bring you another video on an RC that most of you have probably never seen. This RC, I've done lots of upgrades. To be honest with you, it's a 4S car, and it's just not fast enough for me on 4S. I think it needs a higher kV motor, a better motor. Maybe it will go good on 4S, I don't know. But I put it on 6S, and this thing just likes to break. I'll show you all the modifications I've done. The first thing you can see that's obvious is I put screws through the tires, and there's nuts and washers on the inside. So I basically made my own studs for the snow, because we get long winters up here. So I built this to run it in the snow and do jumps and backflips off of snowbanks. So it had to be tough to take the beating. You see the body? It's got shoe glue and Gorilla Tape. And I put magnets on here and screwed down washers on here for the magnets to help hold the body on. I was trying to do a clipless body system. It's got lights on it and then the whole 9 yards. The magnets didn't really work out too great. But you can see the car, see the brace in the front shock tower. This was hard to find. I found this because I kept snapping the bulkhead doing backflips, and I kept snapping the bulkhead off because this attaches to the top of the plastic bulkhead. I kept snapping it off. So I found this brace, and I got this brace on here. That stopped that from snapping off. In the back, I kept stripping the rear diff. So I got aluminum diff inside there. You know how usually your diffs are plastic with metal gears inside? Well, the diff is now aluminum. You can see the aluminum diff case. I got aluminum diff case. So I was snapping that diff case too. So I got aluminum diff case. You can't snap that. Aluminum control arms, as you can see. Yeah, buddy. So I beefed up the back of the truck and the front of the truck, which is pretty good. She does still, it likes to bend those stub axles that hold the wheels on. I modified the back to use thicker axles. Like your 1/8 scale armors are probably an 8mm stub axle, which is what I made fit on these. Stock is a 6mm stub axle, which is what comes on the front of these things. In the back. Well, I upgraded the back my own. It's a long story, but I modified it all and blah, blah, blah. So I got these weird Traxxas wheel extensions in the back. I got it so it works. And then the motor mount on these things is like, I don't know if I even have one here. I'm not sure where mine is, but it's a aluminum. I'm not even sure where it is. I have one somewhere to show you. It's probably around somewhere, but I'm not going to find it right now. But basically, the motor was held down by like a clamp system. It was a big cooling fin thing that clamped around the motor, and it bolted down to the chassis actually right here. Well, you can see here it says armor on it. I put an armor crate in center diff, and I modified everything and changed the drive shafts so they fit inside the armor cups. I had to change the ends. I welded new ends on, you can see in there, I welded new ends on both front and back drive axle to fit the armor diff. You can see over here, I'll turn it this way, I cut the little, this is a stock one, they weren't the ones that weren't the sliders. I should have used the armor sliding motor mounts, what I should have done. But I got this cheap on eBay, right? Used cheap on eBay. So I cut that piece out of there so you can slide the motor in and out of there. It works. So now it's got the Armor crate and center diff. It changes the gear ratio, and it's a lot better than the diffs that came on this thing. Those diffs would strip out real easy. So this improved the Maximus. And so I made this plate here, connected all up to the original plates. You can see this came with these shocks. This is just the way it came. I took the electronics out of it. I'm eventually going to be putting electronics back in it, and it's going to go back to 4S again. Maybe I'll let some kids who want to drive RCs, I'll let kids drive it or something. But for me, it's not really that fun anymore. It's just not fast enough. I put this on here. This was the Zombie, DHK Zombie, had a wing mount. And so I got that just to put it on here to add strength to the shock tower. Because there was really nothing on here to brace that. If you look at it, you can see the shock tower fits into the top of the diff case. And that's it. There's nothing else there to hold it. So it was kind of a poor design. DHK is some Chinese company. I don't even know. Anyone knows out there what DHK is? I don't even know. I just know I bought the truck. These are the original tires. These are Dick Sepik monster truck rims. They're beadlocks. But even with beadlocks, I still had to super glue the tires to the rims. These rims are really wide. They're stretching the tires out. These are really wide rims. The Traxxas style wheel extensions don't fit. They fit in a 17 millimeter hub wheel, you know, but they strip them out. It's basically I put epoxy inside there and shoved them on the car with epoxy. So they're probably going to be tough to pull off, the back ones, because I put epoxy in the wheels because I stripped them out. They're like Traxxas. You know what Traxxas hubs look like. They don't look like a regular nut. They're weird looking. I have some right here. They're really weird looking. These things right here. These are the other two. I got a whole bunch of these. But you see that? That's not what a normal rim takes. It's Traxxas style. It's weird. And when you get a regular rim, both strip out the rims. They're just not good. That's why these are in this pack. I got like 6 more of them. I got these blue ones. You know, they look pretty and all. They're nice looking, I admit. But if you use these, and they have an 8mm, they made for an 8mm stub axle, and this came with 6mm, and I tried. At first, I used adapters to adapt them. And I had to make them. I tried everything from shrink tubing to pieces of plastic from a pen. But eventually it would just break. The shims that I needed would break. So I ended up making 8mm axles fit the rear of this thing. And that's why I did that. But those are really kind of an experiment that really kind of failed. Although I guess the epoxy on here kind of works. Kind of saved the rim with epoxy. And since they're just aluminum, I suppose they'll pull off. But this is my DHK Maximus. I just wanted to show you all it. I loved this truck when I first got it, but it would keep stripping diffs. The metal in the diffs is like pop metal. It's horrible. They're really weak. So getting the aluminum diff case stops the diff from being able to wiggle around and move inside there, so the gears don't strip. They'll last a lot longer. The front one I never really had a problem with other than the shock tower, like I said. So that's why I got this brace here. And this is a pretty cool car. It's just I've moved up in the world, you know what I mean? They say this is a 1/8 scale truck, but it's kind of not. It's kind of a 1/10 scale. But yeah, this is my DHK Maximus, and I just wanted to show you guys it. It's a little dirty. I haven't really cleaned it in quite a long time. Once again, I got my personal famous body clips on here. I like these things. But I figured I'd show you guys my Maximus. It just hangs up on my entertainment center and it doesn't really get used. It just sits there collecting dust. But yeah, buddies. The shocks are still good. You know, they oil in them. They don't leak or nothing. It's a good car. It's not a bad car. The diffs, like I said, the diffs are made out of pot metal. They're not good. But I think it'll go good again if I put the electronics back in it. 6S is really where it's at, and I don't know. I got so many RCs that this one just ends up sitting. So, yeah, we'll get back to fixing this one eventually, but I just wanted to show you guys my DHK Maximus. I don't know, I'll post this video when I get a chance sometime. I posted the video today, so I'll probably wait a day or two before I post it. Kind of let, time go by. I don't want to keep flooding people with videos. You all stay confident but humble, and I don't know, like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell, and tell me what you think about the DHK Maximus here. I've got plenty of spare parts for it, so I might as well get her out and rip her. I've busted the body, it's broken, you see I've glued it all back together. Everything from super glue to boot goo I've used on this thing. Yeah, you really got to armor your bodies, put glue on the inside, protect them. Otherwise they're going to bust. These are not heavy duty bodies, but when you add the glue, it really helps them. But yeah, that's about it. I'm babbling on. So you all stay confident but humble, and peace.